If you want to use the Land Survey app for Android, Apglos Survey Wizard, of course you want to know how to use it.
Yes.
In this video we will tell you how you can use Apglos Survey Wizard and start using it with the results of a professional land surveyor.
To get the best accuracy, we have a GNSS receiver, and in this case it's the Amplet Reach RS2.
So let's see how we can connect those.
Okay, first of all, we are going to turn on the Reach RS2, our GNSS receiver. Just press for a few seconds and the lights will go on.
Of course, Apglos Survey Wizard works with any GNSS receiver that sends out NMEA through Bluetooth. So let's get connected!
Let's get connected.
To connect with the Amplet Reach RS2, we go to the Connect menu and then click on Connect. Here we see that there is the Bluetooth connection, so we select Bluetooth. We have already have the Apglos Reach 0129 that we selected. We want to make connection with the course network, so we click on Android device and then we have to fill in the N-trip data. This N-trip data you will get from a course network. I will fill in the one in the Netherlands. Of course, you have to use your own data, which is not the same as mine. Then there is the option to pick or to write your mount point, and we choose for pick and then we click on the button. Then you get all the mount points that the network has and you have to select the correct one. If you are wondering about if this is the correct one for you, then you have to contact your course network. After that you click on connection with the GNSS receiver, so we can continue with
our basic tutorial
on Apglos Survey Wizard. There's one more important thing to do, and that is to configure your settings. He will tell you how to do this.
Yes, press the first tab on the right corner, select other settings, and as you can see it says in the first line predefined. Let's keep it that way. As first you select the country, then you select the ellipsoid, and then you select the coordinate reference system. It will download the settings. Second, it says downloading coordinate files, and as you can see it says Belgium Lambert. Once downloaded, we go to the units and I select meters.
Then the last thing what we need to do is to fill in the antenna height. The antenna height is the height from the bottom of the rod to the antenna which is in the GNSS receiver. In our case it's 2.134, and as you can see it's not the same as the length of the rod, because the length of the rod is 2 meters. And then we add a sum value because the distance from the bottom of the GNSS receiver to the antenna for the GNSS receiver Amplet Reach RS2 is 0.134 meters. After doing all the settings, we can click on the OK button, and now we are ready to survey.
Before you start surveying your first point lined arc or polyline, you have to do one thing first, and that's the most important thing you have to remember. Everything you survey, you have to give a name to it. Why? Because if you start surveying and you just click on the survey point, you get a 0. So it means that somebody in the office receives your drawing and they think, what did they survey? You say, yeah, I surveyed all day. So what do you do actually? You click on the layer manager. When you come into the next screen, on top next to the bin, you say a plus. Once you press plus, you come in the next screen and then you can enter almost anything which you want to survey. So for example, I'll make up a tree, and I can pick a color, and in this case, as trees are green, I'll select green. Then you press on OK, and then already you see the layer being displayed. Press again on OK.
So Raymond made the layer tree, and we added some more layers. So what we want to do is to map this tree. So the first thing what we do is to select the layer 3. Then we walk through the tree. And then we click on the point button. And now we mapped a tree. But you can do more with this Land Survey app for Android, Apglos Survey Wizard. For example, we can map this line. And to do so, we first select the line border or the layer border. And then we go to the start point of the line. And we click on the point button. Then we walk to the end of the line. And there we click on line. And as you can see, now we mapped a line. But you can do more with Apglos Survey Wizard. For example, you can map an arc. And here we have a fantastic bridge. And this bridge has an arc. So what we do now is to go to the first point, the start point, and we select the layer, in this case it's bridge. Now, since we are at the start point, we click on point. And then we go to kind of halfway of the arc, and there we click on line. And now we go to the end point of the arc, and there we click on arc. As you can see now on the screen, there is an arc that we mapped. But you can do more with Apglos Survey Wizard. We want to map a polyline. So we select the layer border again, and we go to the first point of the polyline, and there we click on point. Then we go to the second point of the polyline, and there we click the button polyline. And then we go to the third point of the polyline, and there we click on polyline. And this you can continue and continue. I think you understand this idea. But you can do more with Land Survey app for Android, Apglos Survey Wizard. And that is to map an area. Here we have a very nice planter. And we want to know this area. So we map the area. So we select the layer. In this case it's planter. And then we click the first point is a point. Then we go to the second point. We click on polyline. We go to the third point. And we click on polyline. And then we go to the last point. And here we click on the button area. And that are the most basic things in Apglos Survey Wizard to map any object you see.
In the end of the day, we want to also save this survey. What you do is go to the first icon and then you select save. Once you select save, we select the folder and press select. Then you have to mention a name to your project, and I will mention it Castle Dussen. Of course you can enter any name you want, you press OK. Then you can select the file name. There you can see AGP at the moment. Once I select that, a complete list of any type of extension you can save your survey. We'll start with AGL, AGP, ASL, but in this case I will press DXF. And DXF, once I have selected that, we see below DXF, there you can see a paper plane. Once I select and tick the box and the rest, I'll press OK. Now it says it is saved. So another file you also can save is, again, I'll press save. You can select the DXF, what you still see in the screen, and I'll select CSV. Again, you can select the paper plane, and on the bottom it says point number, XYZ and layer name. If you select that one, there you can select in which order you want to save the CSV file. And in this case I'll select the first one, point number, XYZ and a layer name. Once again, when I select OK, it automatically saves it on the tablet itself. You can also find your points by pressing the second icon on your right screen and top and select stake out. So in two ways I can stake out any line, polyline, arc or point. First one is in the top screen. Once I press that, I can see in number and order all the points I have surveyed before. So I'll start with the first one, 3. What you can actually see now in the screen, that the arrow is pointing that I have to walk 16.8 meters that way. Look at the arrow and it says 51, 34, 16 centimeters 10. Once you're on top of the point, the system says bleep, and it means that you have found your point. So the next thing we do is we want to also stake out a line. So what we do, we select the line on the screen. And then again, as you can see, the arrow points the direction where I have to go to. And then I am at the line. As you can hear, the system makes a beep. It means that I am on top of my previous survey.
In Land Survey app for Android, Apglos Survey Wizard, there are also some map tools. Of course you can just zoom in and out with your 2 fingers, but there are also map tools in Apglos Survey Wizard. On the right side there is an arrow pointing down. When you click on it, there are the map tools. The first icon is that you can select if Google Maps follows you or not. So you can also zoom in, which is the second icon. You can zoom out, which is the third icon, and you can zoom extends, and then it zooms to all the points in your screen. And then there is super zoom. And then you can zoom in even farther.
So opening a DXF file which I already have sent to the tablet itself. You go to the first icon in the right screen and say open. It says, warning, do you want to save the current survey information? There's nothing in my screen, so I don't need to do that, so I press no. So first of all I select the folder, and in this case I selected this folder, and you press select in the right corner. It says checking files. Below that I see the file name. Once I press this one, I just go to the one I already saved at DXF, and that's Castle Dassen. I press OK. Then again I press OK. Now it's adding to map, and you can see, once I zoom in, all the survey data I already stored prior to that. Okay, the next thing is I'm saying new. You want to save the current survey information, just press no. And then I want to open the CSV file. I again go to open. No, I don't want to save the current information. Checking the files, select the map you have placed the file in. It says checking files. Select the file name, scroll, and I can see Castle Dassen.csv. Select that one. I'll press OK. it says regenerating, and what you can see in the screen as I saved it before, point number, XYZ and layer name. I press OK, it says regenerating, and then I can see the CSV points.
Sometimes in the field you really want to know some data like an area, how much it is, or the length of some object or a distance, and that you can also do with Land Survey app Apglos Survey Wizard. To do so, you go to the screen menu and you click on Calculate. Then what you can do is you can select, for example, the count option. You select the layer of what layer you want the amount, and you can select the type of object. I choose for point, and then you select the calculate button, and you can see that we mapped two trees. Then further you can also determine the distance in Apglos Survey Wizard. You can select the first point, so we have the start point selected, and then you go to the end point, and there you can select the end point. Now you see that 2 points are selected, and we click on the calculate button. And now you get the result. The distance between points 1 and 2 is 3.199 meters. Then you can calculate the length of some object. So we click on length and we select the polyline. That's all you need to do, because then you only need to push the calculate button, and that length of the selected polyline is 8.456 meters. Of course, you can also determine an area. Let's select the planter, and then we click also on calculate, and the area of the selected surface is 1.156 square meters. And then there is the volume calculation. There are two options for volume calculation. You can do it from a certain level. So we already selected the planter, and we can change the level, and for example we change it to 1, and then we click on calculate, and then the volume of the selected surface is calculated. But we can also do it from ground surface, and the planter is still selected, and we click on the calculate button, and then the volume of the selected surface is also given. That is how the calculate menu works.
Also in the Apglos Survey Wizard we have a drawing option. You select the second icon on the right hand corner and select draw. The first thing you see in the first line is says enter point. Another one is line. Once you select a line, then the first thing it says a start point. I'll select a point on the screen. I'll go to endpoint and I'll select another line, draw. And what you see actually on the screen is a line that has been connected to the 2 points I have selected. Another one, I can also draw a polyline. It says connect points or add points. I'll select connect points. Then I press draw. And as you can see, a polyline has been drawn between the 2 selected points. What we also can do is draw an area. Again, it says connect points, and I select the points I want to make an area. And what you can see in the screen, it makes up an area. Another one is offset. Once I select a line I want to offset, I select the line on the screen. I select the next one. It says 1 meters. I want to offset that line 4 meters. and I want to offset it to the left. Once I press draw, as you can see in the screen, the line has been offset to the left side. Also, another function is extend. Once I press extend, I select a line which I want to extend. I select this line and I'm going to say I want to extend it with 10 meters. I press OK. Once I select the draw button, as you can see in the screen, it extended the line by 10 meters.
Of course, you can use Lensway app Apglos Survey Wizard with just a phone or a tablet, but to get a better accuracy, you need a full complete GPS surveying kit. And in this video, you can see exactly what you need. I'm sure you will like watching.